On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense who will have the football first. Treston McMillan, more than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Grab near the marker. It's Carr. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Quickly to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Makes the catch. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They just keep firing. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field.
And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quarterback may change this route. He'll try the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he'll be brought down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on third down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Got his man on the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. The play action fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was the guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan.
And full extension down the right side for the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Maybe a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere to go. Same song Strong second verse as this defense is ready for this guy. This crowd knows when to bring it. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Makes the grab. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Defense in press coverage. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's McMillan. Punts it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. So here comes the Michigan offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being...
Oh, he's got some space. That one blocked beautifully as he gets across the 20 to the 21 before he goes out of bounds. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. To the ground. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We'll play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incomplete. Makes the catch, and he's free. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves them with 2nd and 11. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Throwing, Underwood. It's complete to the right. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Underwood from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Fourth down, Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They run the reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Underwood to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you learn about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Here's Underwood. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Nice move to keep running. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass, it's McMillan. Snagged out of the air. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man on the right. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Under fire. Caught. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. DB's right up on the receivers. To throw, it's McMillan. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Running back searching for a hole. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Michigan coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. He might want another play. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Fires to the big fella. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Calls his own number. Finding some room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And that is the last thing they wanted to see with this guy in the middle of the Heisman Trophy race. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Underwood makes the grab. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Wolverines lining up, just looking for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On fourth and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So on their first drive of this third quarter, they find themselves in a tie game after that last field goal. Defense might bring the house here. On the run, it's Carr. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Swings it out to the flat. Snags it, and there's running room. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Dragged down after working his way, and those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. On the ground, it's Cutler. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
On target. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Corners are going to bail. Running inside, it's Carr. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Wants to throw. It's McMillan. Touchdown, Huskies. They take the lead here in the 2nd half.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They'll go to work trailing 17-10, hoping to put together a productive drive. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. It's complete on the right side. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Bryce Underwood to the air again. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And if is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Carr. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's McMillan. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We need force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
The run inside. It's Cutler. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually
throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Throwing, Underwood. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Washington. How about this defense taking one back to the house? With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. Off the play fake. Got a man in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Huskies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking for a man. It's McMillan. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run it with Washington. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Gets the back moving. Making side adjustments here. Underwood. He'll take the deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Underwood. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it right down the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Picks up the first down. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love this.
He's got it on the outside. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across.
Makes a grab and room to run. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Husky. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cumber. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped.
He's going to fire deep. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. Got his man. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's a give to Washington.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.